Hey everybody, and welcome to this video. I'm Minx Laura 123. This is going to be a reading vlog, so I hope you enjoy watching. If you do, please click like, comment, share, and please subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Also, don't forget to smash that notification bell to all notifications. Then you can see when I've uploaded new content and also when I'm doing live streams. Okie dokie. So yeah, I normally do these kind of, spend a day with me vlogs, which, I love doing. But I just fancied today doing a vlog where it's, literally focusing on books, all things bookish. I love reading so much. It's such a big part of my life, and I'm a very proud bookworm, book geek, book nerd. I think you get the idea. And just, yeah, I just wanted to do a video where I talk about books and, as I say, all things bookish. But yeah, I'm a very proud bookworm. As I say, I read every single day. I absolutely love reading. It's without a doubt my favourite hobby. I do have different hobbies, but reading is just up there. Like, it's just my favourite thing to do. And on days where I don't get to read as much as others, I genuinely feel a bit sad. Like, I get a bit sad. I'm like, I only read for 2 hours today. But I don't know. It's such a big part of my life. I love it. I love, going book shopping and collecting books and looking at the books, sniffing the books. I know it's a bit weird, but anyway, I don't know. And obviously, just picking up a book, reading it and just getting totally like into the story, meeting the different characters. I just love it. And reading lots of different genres, I get a bit of a mix. I get a bit of this and I get a bit of that, and it's great. It's my way of reading. I'm very much a mood reader. So, the fact that I'm into different types of stories and that, it is great because it's always something to fit my mood that I fancy reading. If you were to ask me my favourite genre, it'd probably be thrillers, simply because I turn into a detective when I read a thriller book. Like, literally, I will just be like Detective Laura, trying to figure out who's the baddie, who's the goodie, who's done this, who's done that. And I love it when a thriller kind of puts these like, twists and turns in, because you're like, what? I just love thrillers. I get super excited when I read a thriller. And I tend to find that even though I'm a fast reader in general, when it comes to a thriller book, I am literally like speedy. I'm like, because I just want to get to the end and find out what happens. But yeah, I love reading so much. Like, I think you're probably getting that by now because I keep saying it, but I don't know, any mood that I'm in I can read, whereas certain hobbies that I've got I can kind of only do in certain moods, if that makes sense. But like reading, say, I don't know, if I'm happy, it makes me happier when I read. If I'm feeling a bit sad, it cheers me up a bit. If I'm feeling anxious, it kind of calms me down. If I'm in that kind of angry mood, it also calms me down. And, it's just, it suits every mood, and I just really enjoy it. I love reading in the morning. I'll be honest, sometimes I'm a little bit late getting ready for work because I'm like, just one more page. Then I quickly get ready for work and that. I love reading during the day, after work, and I've done my bits and pieces, and then I just think, I'm just going to sit, relax, and, just read for a bit. I do like reading in the evening, but for some reason lately, I've really struggled with it. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm just so tired, but I sit on that sofa and I'm really kind of, comfy and cozy. I've got my blanket, got a cup of tea or whatever, and I just fall asleep. It's so annoying. Like, perfect situation. And I just, yeah, there's many a time where I've fallen asleep, book in hand, head down like this. And Nathan, who's my lovely fiance, has to wake me up, go, Bub, wake up, you're asleep. I'm like, And then I realise I normally drop my book on the floor and lose my page. And I don't know, it's been happening a lot recently, which is really annoying because I love a nighttime read, But yeah, as long as I get to read every day, I'm happy. There's been like certain days where I've been out and about and busy, or I've had like a migraine so I can't read, and I really get like angry and sad that I haven't read. And yeah, I don't know, but am I obsessed with reading? Probably. Yeah, I would say it's probably one of my biggest, if not my biggest, obsessions in my life. But I think it's a good and healthy obsession. There's a lot more things that I could be obsessed with that aren't good for me, whereas I genuinely think reading is good for the soul, it's good for the mind, and it's just, yeah, it's good. I love it. Do you think I like reading by any chance? Probably. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go out today. I'm going to try and go out just for a little wander. And I might go to some local charity shops and just, look for some books as ever. I could try and get a bit of footage for you of that. But I can't go out until Nathan's awake because I'm waiting for a parcel, which, funnily enough, is a book. I had this email the other day from Royal Mail saying, your parcel is on the way. It's going to be delivered on Friday. It didn't turn up yesterday, but then they sent another email to say it's going to be here today. But yesterday there was like a little time slot, like a 2-hour time slot, which was, brilliant. I love that. But there's no time slot today. It's literally like it could be up, till 7:30 at night. Like, okay. So I don't really like that because I feel like I'm kind of, stuck in because I can't get out because I don't want to miss the parcel. But on a weekend, me and Nathan have like quite late nights. We don't go to bed till like 3 a.m. And so he has a lay-in. Excuse me. But yeah, so he's having a lay-in and I'm down here. But yeah, once he's awake, I can just leave the doorbell because it's like a portable one. I can leave it upstairs and he can listen out for me. And then I can go out. So yeah, a little bit of book shopping in charity shops. And yeah, do you know what? I don't even know what book it is that I'm waiting for. Because I order, like pre-order on Waterstone's website a lot. And, when the books turn up, sometimes I know roughly what one it is, but sometimes I don't. It's just like a mystery. I open the box, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I pre-ordered that one. So yeah, I don't know what book is meant to turn up. We'll find out if it turns up. They might cancel the delivery again. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, so I will, try and get out, as I say, to get a little bit of footage of some local charity shops. If you are a bookworm and you're looking for cheap books, I really recommend looking in secondhand shops, charity shops, because you can get some really good bargains. Like I found over the years so many good books that I've really enjoyed that I've got from charity shops, that are so cheap. And obviously the main good thing about it, apart from us getting bargains, is that the money you spend on the books goes to that certain charity, which, I love giving to charity and buying from charity stuff. And, I donate a lot of stuff. Like if I've had books and stuff, I sometimes give them to charity shops. And, it's just a nice thing to do, isn't it? Nice thing to do. But, so it's really worth checking in your local charity shops for books, and you can get hardbacks, paperbacks. Like sometimes they do little deals. We get 3 books for this price or what have you. So yeah, we'll do a bit of that today. So let me tell you about my current read. Have I said about my current read? No, I haven't, have I? Okay, so I took it out of the dust jacket. I don't know about you, but whenever I read a hardback, I take the dust jacket off because I don't know, it just feels a bit weird. Like it kind of slides about. I'm like, but yeah, I do obviously keep it in good condition. I leave it normally at the end of the sofa or something, so I know where it is. But this cover is so pretty. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Honestly, I am transfixed by this, but I can't stop looking at it. I just love it so much. So anyway, it's called Revel, and it's by Alicia Mia Smith. And this is the actual book, which is purple. I love a coloured book. Sometimes when you open, like, you take the dust jacket off and it's just like plain, you're like, But when it's got like, I don't know, a nice colour and like design and so, what I really love are sprayed edges. Now, sadly, this one hasn't got it, but I love a book with sprayed edges. They're so aesthetically pleasing. Like I love looking at sprayed edges, even though it's normally kind of like a waste of time because on my bookcase, the books are like this. So you don't even get to see this side. I know there are some people, because I've seen them on Instagram, they're bookish pictures that have all their books like that, just so you can see the sprayed edges, which I think is a good idea. But anyhow, I'm rambling. So yeah, this is Revel, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm only on page 66, but I did only just start it yesterday. And I did a lot of filming. I'm, a YouTuber. So I was a YouTuber. I don't know why I said it like that. But I was doing a lot of filming for this channel and my ASMR channel, my other channel. Minx Laura 123 ASMR. Check it out. Links down below. But so yeah, I didn't, start this, until sort of later in the day. But I tell you what, I'm super duper enjoying it. And if you like Night Circus, Caraval, I really recommend this. You're going to love this one. So I first heard about this on Instagram. So on Instagram, I follow, the hashtag Bookstagram. And I was telling my friend about this recently. She was like, what? I said, honestly, there's a hashtag called Bookstagram. On TikTok, I think it's, book tweet or something, and TikTok is book talk. So if you put those hashtags in, it brings you all these, booky things. But yeah, I heard about this on there, and I follow a lot of book accounts and stuff, and I was like, wow, that just looks gorgeous, sounds gorgeous. I really love books about circuses, and the weirdest thing, right? I've never even been to a circus. Oh, aeroplane. Yeah, I've never been to a circus. It's so weird. I'm just, maybe in a former life, I worked in a circus or something. Maybe I was like a lion tamer. Probably not. But anyway, I don't know. I've just always been really, really obsessed with circuses. Anyhow, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this book. It's so good. Where are my glasses? I'll just have to try and read it without my glasses because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to get up. So it says, on the island of Charmant, magic flows like bootleg champagne and fantasies can be bought for the price of a gemstone. Lux Ravel, star of her family's fantastical show, knows the splendour is just an illusion. With prohibition threatening their livelihood, her family struggles to make a living, watering down champagne and patching holes in their sequined costumes. So when the son of Charmant's wealthiest family makes Lux an offer, all the liquor the Ravels need to stay in business, in exchange for posing as his girl and helping him become mayor, she can't refuse. The moment Jameson Port sets foot in Charmant, he can't shake the feeling of familiarity. An orphan with as few memories as gemstones, he's desperate to learn what happened to his parents. But as he delves into the island's secrets, he risks angering the wrong person and discovering a truth that just might break his heart. When Lux and Jameson accidentally meet, the sparks that fly are more than her magical enchantments, but keeping secrets from powerful people is a dangerous game, one that could destroy them both. But honestly, it's so good. It's just majestic. I don't know, the writing style is so good. I'm already obsessed with this book, like seriously. And it's flowing, the book is just flowing and the characters are great, and you get to see like behind the circus and what goes on, which I find really fascinating, and it's just great. The magic, sometimes with like fantasy and stuff, I do get a little bit confused, like with sci-fi and fantasy. Some bits kind of go over my head with the world building and like the magic and stuff, but this magic is very kind of, I don't know, easy to understand as such for me. Like I'm following it and not getting confused, which is always a good thing. But anyway, so if you like your night circus and your caravan and things like that, I really recommend this. This is a YA, as I say, but I don't care. I read any book I like. I'm 43. 44 in August, but I will literally read everything. I even read a few middle grades, now and again if they're good ones. But sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable. Yeah, I'm sitting on a floor, which is really stupid because there is a sofa there. But ever since I was a kid, I've really enjoyed sitting on a floor. I'm an odd person, all right? But no, I don't know why, but I really like filming, especially on a floor. I film I would say like 90% of my videos I film while sitting on a floor in various rooms, instead of standing up or sitting at a table or something. I'm like, no, I'll just sit on the floor. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, no, I'm really been enjoying this book, and obviously throughout the day and this vlog, I will update you of how it's coming along. But yeah, the characters are so good, so good, and I love the fact that there's these gems and the whole kind of like the family vibe. Like it's not just a circus where randoms there; they're all kind of related, and it's brilliant. I'm loving it. Anyway, that is my current read. But yeah, so enjoy the video, and I'm trying to think if I've got anything bookish around here. Well, I've got my bookcase. How many bookcases do I have? Hold on. I've got this one in the front room, got one in my bedroom. I've got many piles of books in my bedroom. I've got a bookcase in the spare room and a bookcase up in the loft. I mean, the one in the loft is not really that filled. It's only, well, to be fair, I bought it to put books in, but I ended up putting little teddy bears and stuff on it. There's not many books on that one, but yeah, I'm talking about books as we are, because it's a bookish reading vlog. I did get some new books yesterday, which I was very naughty and I shouldn't have, but I did. So I will show you. We'll do a little book haul during this video as well. I've got library books to show you. I've got books that I purchased yesterday to show you. So yeah, a bit of book shopping, bit of, you know, some bookish hauls, and maybe I'll show you, you know, some of the bookcases as well. Right, so let's do that now. I'm going to get up off this floor and show you the bookcase over there. Okay, so this is the bookcase in the front room. It used to be tidier, but somehow it's got a little bit messy. But anyhow, up here I've got all my lovely Mortal Instruments series books by Cassandra Clare. I've got all of them, every single one in the series. There are more behind, sort of thing. Also, talking about Cassandra Clare, Swordcatcher comes out soon, which is an adult fantasy from her. So I'm excited to read that. Even though it's going to be weird because there'll be no characters from Mortal Instruments in it. I'm going to be like, oh, where's Magnus Bane? But yeah, over here, 2 little Lego figures, very kind of bookish. Well, he's got his newspaper, and she's got a book though, and a cup of tea. So yeah, I love Lego. Me and Nathan are really into our Lego. Right, Geek Girl series. I love that. It's so funny. If you've not read this series, honestly, I really recommend it. It's so funny. When I got to the last one, I was really sad because it was over. It's like, oh. Also, another series that I was sad when it was over was Kira Cass's Selection. These books, the covers on these books, I don't know there we go. You can kind of see, just they're so pretty that all the girls have got these beautiful dresses on, and just, love those books. I've got Lee Bardugo. I still haven't read this series here. This is Marissa Mayer's. We've got Renegades, Supernova, and Arch Enemies. If anyone's read this, let me know. Is it good? I picked these up in a charity shop. I think they were like £2 or something for all 3, something like that. Really cheap as chips. But I've put them on there because they're there, but I've not read them. I don't know if there's more in the series or if it is just a trilogy either, so let me know. So a few of my favourite books here. I'll just move my little... See, I told you I love circuses. I've got Gollum and the Djinn, which is one of my favourite books of all time. Absolutely loved it. The sequel to that was not as good, but I still loved it. This is a really great graphic novel, Fangs. Love that. I read that now and again. If I'm feeling a bit sad and I need cheering up, I read Fangs because it's just so funny. This was one of my favourite books of all time. Like literally, Silvia Marino Garcia, Certain Dark Things. If you're into vampires and stuff... so good. I'd love to reread that as well because that was brilliant. Over here, I actually was gifted this from a lovely kind viewer from my Throne wish list. By the way, I've got a Throne wish list. Check out the link down below. I've kept it on here because I really want to reread these around Christmas time because it's a nice little kind of trilogy box set thing. And at Christmas time, I've got more time off of work and stuff, so I can just kind of focus on reading one. Like, anyway, I've also got Vengeful by V. Schwab. These are all by V. Schwab. Vicious as well there. Love V. Schwab. I don't know when her book's coming out. She's got a new book coming out soon. Love my Taylor Jenkins Reid. These are authors that I just insta-buys for me. You know, V. Schwab and Taylor Jenkins Reid, Silvia Marino Garcia, you know, like they have a new book on there. You know, I have to read it. Also, I'm trying to think, Lisa Jewell, Ruth Ware, like, there's so many authors that I just love so much. I read everything they've done. I haven't read these yet. These are still to be read. I've had these for ages. Down here, I've got my Heartstopper series. I don't know if there's some over here. Yeah. So I've got all the Heartstopper graphic novels. New one is coming out soon. Oh my God, this book here has to be in my... I know now, even though it's early in the year, but I know that it's, well, early-ish. I know it's going to be in my... top 10 of the year because I loved it. TJ Clunesy and the Lives of Puppets. This book, oh, it's very stiff to try and get it out. Oh, there we go. This book is, it's just amazing. And look, it's beautiful sprayed edges there as well. Signed by the author. And it's just fantastic, honestly. Oh, I miss the little characters already. I'm trying to think. Yeah, some of these books I've read, some of these I haven't. I love that. That's probably another trilogy, actually, that I'd love to kind of reread. Shiver, Linger Forever by Maggie Stiefvater. There's a few like fantasy books here that I haven't read. But yeah, like a nice little mix of read and not read. There's a random little spider that I got in a charity shop. My Star of David, which has got a little bit kind of... Yeah. I'm Jewish, by the way. That's why I've got Star of David just randomly sitting there. This snow globe was from Christmas. But somehow he stayed. But anyway, he's pretty. I couldn't get rid of him. All the Christmas decorations went away, but he stayed. And then this card I've got recently in the library. It's like, if you can see, it's like a bottle. It's a card, but it's like it's supposed to be like a picture in a bottle, and it's this couple with the moon, and they're standing on the bridge with the trees, and I just loved it so much. What's that? Oh yeah, Veronica Henry. I forgot that I got that the other day. I read this years ago, but I loved it, and I saw it in a charity shop, and I got it recently. But anyhow, so yeah, that is the bookcase. My poor glasses there with their duct tape on them. I tell you, that duct tape has lasted well. Yeah. Anyway, right. So this is the bookcase in the front room, and as I say, during the day, I will, try and give you a little sneak peek at my other bookcases and my many piles of books that I have in the bedroom, which me and Nathan keep tripping over. Okay, everyone. So I'm just walking up to Hamlet Court Road, where there's loads of charity shops, and in those loads of charity shops, there's loads of books, second-hand books. Not only am I looking for books myself, but I'm also looking for books that I can give away as prizes. I regularly do like book giveaways on my social media, so make sure you are following me on the socials. Links are down below: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Goodreads, etc. All the links that you need. I like doing little book giveaways to my fellow bookworm buddies. So yeah, whenever I'm out, I always look for books that I think would make good prizes. Yeah, it's a really hot day today. Whew. It's hotter than it was yesterday, but I'm wearing my Aristocats t-shirt. I love the colouring of this t-shirt, like the blue and pink, and of course the cute cats there. But yeah, I don't like this weather. I hate feeling hot. Also, I've got bad hay fever, which seems like worse this year than it did last year, and it was bad then. But yeah, bad hay fever. I don't like feeling hot and sweaty. And I'm terrified of insects, and this is the time of year when all that happens. So yeah, give me autumn and winter any day. Anyway, to the shops.
Yeah, as you say, generally, you have no choice. That's why I nip in the neck. Oh, that's good. So that's good. And it's yes, I landed up taking. Sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. What are you doing? You alright? This is our neighbour's cat. He's so pretty. I'm more of a dog person, but I do have a fondness for this cat. It's cute. Panda. Panda. Hello. Hello. Panda. So soft. Soft and fluffy. You're soft and fluffy. Very pretty cat. You pretty? Meow. Right, so I'm home now. I've got 4 books, so I'm going to quickly show you. I've got Jackie Collins' Confessions of a Wild Child, Lucky, the Early Years, when I was a teenager, I used to read Jackie Collins because I thought it was really wild, and her books are quite risque and a bit naughty. So yeah, this is like the early years of the main character Lucky. So when she was a teenager, kind of like a prequel really. And I was like, oh my god, I was so excited. I've just not seen this anywhere out in the wild. So I picked it up. I really love that retro cover as well. So really excited to kind of get to know the young Lucky. Also, Karen Slaughter, Girl Forgotten. I've never read anything by her, but she's supposed to do these really good, like, dark thrillers. And I do like a nice dark thriller. It says a small town hides a big secret. A girl with a secret, a murder that remains a mystery, one final chance to uncover a killer. I think she's getting ready for her prom or something, and then she never makes it to prom, or she dies the evening of the prom or something like that. But it just sounded really good and dark, and I do really want to try Karen's books because I've just heard so many good things. Now, this one here, I've actually got for a giveaway. It's by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkaninen, I hope I've said that right. The Golden Couple. And yeah, I think I have read this book. So I've read a few from these two, but I've definitely read You're Not Alone, and I've definitely read Anonymous Girl. I honestly can't remember if I've read this or not, but when I read the back of it, I was like, that sounds really, really familiar. And the names of the characters sounded familiar as well. So I've decided to just, give it as a prize in a giveaway. So if you do want to be with a chance, as I say, come and follow me on the socials and look out for my Bookish giveaways. And I've got this one here, which is The Key in the Lock. And this is by Beth Underdown. I've heard of a Beth Underwood. I don't know who she is, but anyway, she's not the author of this book. But yeah, I love the cover of this. I love that gold as well, like so shiny with that kind of teal green. But as they say, don't judge a book by its cover, because as much as I love the cover, when I read about it, I was like, it's just not really my cup of tea. I think it's more of a kind of historical fiction. I'm sure I've read something by this author before, maybe to do with witches or something. But yeah, I'm going to put this on eBay, try my luck on there, see if I can sell it, because it looks in very good condition. It's only come out like last year, I think. So I'm going to pop that on eBay. If I don't sell it, in a few weeks, then I'll do it as a giveaway. But yeah, The Key in the Lock. So they are the books. Also, whilst I was out, my book turned up from Waterstones. It was that. It was the one that I'd pre-ordered. So, The Lake House by Sarah Beth Durst. 3 strangers, one secret waiting to be unleashed. This cover is just fire. Like, it's so good. There's a quote here from E. Lockhart, who, We Were Liars was just so good. E. Lockhart says, I stayed up long into the night, trembling with dread. Oh. This book looks perfect for like Halloween time, but I don't know if I'll wait that long, because I don't know, it just, and it's blah, blah, blah. Put my teeth in. Ever since I first heard about this book and saw the cover, and I was like, I just want to read it. I love this cover so much. It's so creepy. I don't know if I'll wait till Halloween, but we'll see. But yeah, that's the book that turned up in the post, so that is good. I did get a couple of scratch cards when I was out as well, so me and Nathan are going to scratch those. So hopefully one of us will win. And I did pick up a lottery ticket for tonight as well, because I don't know, you've got to beat it to win it. Think of how many books I could buy if I won the lottery, right? Anyway, yeah, so that is a little haul. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you a couple of my other bookcases. You've seen the one downstairs. Now, all these books are books that I need to read. They are on my TBR, which is always forever growing. But to be fair, as I've seen a lot of people say on, BookTube and stuff like that, it's not just about, having books just sitting there and, I'm buying more books. It is a collection. It's something that people collect. And one of my things that I collect is books. I really enjoy it. And as I say, it's kind of like having my own little bookshop or library. Always something in the genre. If I fancy a little bit of this, a little bit of that, there's something there for me. So yeah, and also I love having a bookcase filled with books. It'd be a bit rubbish having a bookcase with like no books in it. So I will get to read these at some point. It's all good. So I've got some thrillers over here. I've got some just random contemporaries. I've got some romance books. American Dirt has been on my bookcase for so long, and it's supposed to be amazing, and I still haven't got around to it, but I will do at some point. But yeah, lots of books here. But apart from the actual bookcase, I do have piles, not literally. Oh my, book piles. And as you can see, there's one pile here. Sorry about the mess everywhere. These are the ones that I wanted to show you, actually. Hold on. I went into Sainsbury's yesterday and went in for like eggs, milk, bread, and come out with 3 books. I know, I'm such a rebel. But this one, I don't know why, but I'm really drawn to this book. Out of all my books I've got to read, I don't know why, but I'm really drawn to this one next. This is This Wild Wild Country by Inga Vesper. I've never heard of her. I've never heard of this book, but I really love the cover and it just sounds really intriguing. It says 3 women, an isolated town, a decades-old mystery, and it just sounds really cool. I think it's set in like Mexico. This one's Lucy Vine's 7 Exes, bit of a romance there. I've read something really similar to that, where the girl kind of, gets in touch with all her exes and see if they're, the one that got away, and ends up they're not. But I don't know. It just the fact that I like the other book and I thought it was really funny. If this one's similar to it, hopefully I'll like this one as well. And then under here, now this was the biggest bargain from Waterstones that I got. This is Yellowface by Rebecca F. Kwang. And there's so much hype about this book at the moment. Now, if you can see in here, oh, I love that crack of the spine. But yeah, $16.99, which I know it is in Waterstones, and the signed edition's even more. But I got it for like £9. And it's brand new, obviously, from Sainsbury's hardback. So, yeah, this is about a girl who steals another person's work. Or so. Like, she's a writer, and the girl that she knows is also a writer, but she dies, and so she kind of steals her, like, work, makes out she's her. And, yeah, it's supposed to be a really, like, good thriller, but also dealing with, like, racism and stuff like that, and privilege. So, yeah, I'm interested in this. It sounds intriguing. So I'm just going to pop these back. But yeah, you know what it's like. You go into a supermarket as a bookworm. You go in for food and drink and end up with books. I'm just going to quickly show you Wilma, my goldfish, and then I'll very quickly show you my other piles of books. Wilma! Hello. She's hungry. You've had your breakfast. Honestly, I think Wilma would just eat all day and night if she could, which you're not going to, because that would not be good for you. No. She's been very naughty though. As much as I love her, I love you, Wilma, but she's been naughty and trying to keep getting food out the filter. There's a filter at the back that you can see. There it is. And she keeps banging it and knocking it, trying to get the bits of food out of it, and splashing, and all the water's coming out, and it's not good. She's just a hungry fish. Hey, it's all good. Okay, anyway, that's that. Back to the books. So, as I say, oh, Line in the Deep. I got that one as well. Turn up the other day. I'd ordered that. Yeah, big pile of books over here. My bowl of pound puppies over here. And more books over here. Some may say I've got a problem. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's creating my own library, my own bookstore. That's what I'm telling myself. So come along with me and I'll show you the bookcase in the spare room. Come on, come. Oh, and also, look, book wallpaper. If you are watching this video and you are new here, I think you might have gathered by now that I am a complete and utter bookworm. Like, I literally live and breathe books. So, yeah, even the wallpaper. And our wallpaper in our bedroom is books. I'll show you in a second. Yeah, this is the bookcase in the spare room. Down here are all my Sweet Valley High books. Love Sweet Valley High. Sweet Valley Twins as well. The Barbie Annual. It's got to be done. I really want to see the new Barbie film, but I want to see it with, which is really sad. I don't really want to go on my own or anything. That'd be really, really sad. I think I'm going to have to wait till it comes out on TV. I said to Nathan, do you want to come see Barbie with me? And he was like, no. I was like, okay, fair enough. No one wants to see Barbie. These are my little romance books here, the old Sweet Dreams. Oh, I love these so much. I said before that I would love to kind of reread some of these at some point, just to get that real kind of nostalgia. I've got my Nancy Drew up here. Love a bit of Nancy Drew. And the books up here are books that I'm kind of in no rush to read, but I want them. I still need them. I've done a big sort out a few months ago where I did get rid of a lot of books, whether it's for charity shops or eBay or giveaways, but there were some books that I was like, I'm in no rush, but I don't want to get rid of them because I do want to read them at some point. I've got a couple that I have read and I collected and saved. Eva Ibbotson, that honestly, The Reluctant Heiress is just one of the most beautiful and amazing books. Eva Ibbotson was such an amazing author. And also Ghost Hunters by, I can't remember who it's by, but that was really, 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 really good. But yeah, so a real kind of mixture here of just, I don't know, really contemporary. I've got some thrillers. Yeah, they're just books, as I say, that I do want and I will read at some point. I've got some books that I save as well for certain things. For example, I've got some Christmassy books. So I, obviously keep them for December time. But yeah, thrillers if I'm fancying a thriller. But yeah, oh, up there, I'm Haunted, Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures. I used to be such a huge fan of Zach. But yeah, I think there's some rumours about him that he's not a very nice person. And he hasn't been very nice to, people that he's worked with and stuff like that. And I'm a bit like, But I don't know, I always watch Ghost Adventures because I really like Ghost Adventures. But I think there's a new series starting soon as well. Anyway, they are my bookcases. I do have another bookcase upstairs, but it's not worth showing you because there's not that many books on there, as I say. It's mainly like little teddy bears and toys and a few odd books that I've got. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed seeing my bookcases. I'm sorry I look such a mess. But yeah, I come home from like being out and about and I just had a little sort of wash down and that, and I just put my nightdress on. I've got my Tweety Pie one on. I do have this thing where I do like to be comfortable when I'm like sitting around the house, and I like to either just put an old t-shirt on or an old nightdress. I don't know if other people do that or if it's just me, but like, yeah, I don't know, it's like, and especially where it's really hot, this is a nice cotton nightdress. I like to feel just cool on my skin. Anyway, quickly I'm going to show you the wallpaper in our bedroom, which is also, as I say, book related. There you go, so you can see we've got some pictures and stuff as well. But yeah, book related wallpaper with like bookcases and the little clock as well there. And yeah, I mean, I did want the whole room like this, but we decided it was a bit too much. So as you can see on this wall, it's red. So we've got red there and like black and white, or black and grey white over here. So I think that goes pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is a quick little library book haul. I've got lots of library books out at the moment. As if I haven't got enough books. I've also got loads of library books out. Maybe I do have a problem. They're all in a bag. Look, I've had to put them all in a blooming bag. So I'm going to sit on the floor quickly in here. Okay. And I'm not going to sort of go into detail about all of them because you'll get really bored, but I'll just show you. These are the library books I've got out, and I don't know. What I'm trying to do is read books that I own, then a library book that I own, library book, kind of mix it up a bit. And as soon as I read my library books, I always take them back pretty quick. I'm not one of these people who just like leaves them for ages. I do try and read them as quick as I can and take them back as quick as I can. Obviously, sometimes I will renew, which is fine. If they're not been ordered, I can renew them. So I've got this one here, Spellbound by F.T. Lukens. This is a YA fantasy. He's done quite a few books, which I recognise the cover of, but this is the first time that I would have read anything from him. And it's supposed to be really good, like fantasy magic. It sounds quite funny as well. Magical rivals, deadly secrets, an inconvenient crush. What could possibly go wrong? That made me laugh. Also, I have this one here, The Lesbiana's Guide to Catholic School by Sonora Reyes. Look at the cover. It's gorgeous, but look also at them sprayed edges. Oh, it's so pretty. I wish I owned this book just because it was so beautiful, but I've got it in the library. And it was actually a book that I've been after for quite a while. So when I saw it in the library, I was like, oh, that's a result. So, yeah, she's supposed to be quite a sassy character. I do love a nice sassy character. Bit of a romance now. This is Kira Cass, 1,000 Heartbeats. History divides them. Fate unites them. Will love keep them together. I love the Selection series, as you saw downstairs, by Kira Cass. And so this is I think it's a standalone. And it's supposed to be quite dreamy, romancy kind of thing, fantasy. And the only thing to put me off, it's quite chunky. For a paperback, it is quite, chunky, but as I say, I really love her book, so I will get around to that at some point. I've got this one here by Kat Dunn called Bitterthorn. This is a YA. I think most of these are YA, to be fair, from the library, but yeah, Bitterthorn. It looks quite creepy, witchy kind of vibes. A lost soul, a darkly alluring witch, a terrifying secret. I really love that cover. So cool. I've got another thriller here. I do love a good thriller. Liar's Beach by Katie Kotkanu. Anyway, there we go. Got the bikini there laid out. One Killer Summer. A body in the pool, a friend who might be an enemy, and a vacation they'll never forget. These, honestly, these YA thrillers are very similar sounding, a lot of them, but I just really love them. Like, I really get involved with a YA thriller. Then I've got Lex Croucher's Gwen and Art Are Not in Love. The Path to True Love did run... Sorry, The path to true love never did run straight. There we go. Got it out in the end. There's a really cool map in this one as well. If I can find it. Hold on. Oh, here we go. It's like a map of, well, the city of Camelot map. And you've got the castle there. It just looks really cool. I love that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sort of that familiar with all this kind of stuff. But I don't know. We'll give it a go. It looks funny and sweet. Then I've got Beth Reckles' The Summer Switch Off. I love the cover on this. This is so cool. Very summer vibe. So it says no phones, no internet, and a whole lot of connection. So yeah, it's a bit of a romance, and she is basically the author of The Kissing Booth, which I absolutely love. The Kissing Booth. The films were so good. I watched them all on Netflix. I love them. I think I read one of the books possibly as well. So yeah, I'm excited for that, just simply because I loved the characters, and hopefully she'll write similar, you know, likeable characters in this one. Then I've got another author who I love her characters in books that I've read, all of her books actually, Becky Albertelli. This is Imogen, obviously, and it says, yeah, hold on, where is it? Imogen Scott may be hopelessly heterosexual, and she's got the world's greatest ally title locked down. And when she visits her best friend Lily, newly out and thriving with a cool new squad of queer friends at college, Imogen brings her A game, even if that means bending the truth just a little. Like when Lily drops a tiny queer bombshell, she's told all her college friends that she and Imogen used to date. None of them know that Imogen is a raging hetero, not even Lily's new friend Tessa. Of course, the more time Imogen spends with chaotic, freckle-faced Tessa, the more she starts to wonder if her truth was ever all that straight to begin with. I don't know. Would I pick that up from another author? I'm not sure. But because it's Becky Albertelli, and I love Simon versus Homo Sapiens so much, the book, the film, like everything. So as soon as I saw the library had something new from Becky, I was like, I'm going to check it out. So I think it's pretty obvious what's going to happen. She's probably not going to be straight, and she's probably going to be bi or pan or something. I don't know, or lesbian, I don't know. But and so I just really love this author. And the last book I have out for the library, I have had out for quite a while. I should get to this. The reason I got this, I have read it before, but I wanted to reread it because I've got number 2 that I own, and I wanted to read that one, but I couldn't remember what happened in number 1. So I got it out from the library, and it's Castles in Their Bones by Laura Sebastian. But it's so big, it's so chunky. I mean, this has got to take me a good like 4 or 5 days to read that one. But I know I loved it so much. It was actually like my top 10 of the year and everything, the year that I read it. But I know there were the 3 princesses, and they were sent to these different kingdoms by their horrible mum, and she wanted to kind of make them rule all the, you know, places. And it says born to rule, raised to deceive, but they're nice and they're not nasty. And anyway, it says, you've trained for this, my doves. You know who to strike. You know where they are vulnerable. But I super duper love this one, and I just want to kind of refresh myself on the characters and like the story exactly. So I'm going straight back on to number 2. But the only thing that puts me off is the big thick books. Big scary thick books. But anyway, they are my library books. I get a lot of YA because the library, the most sort of genre that they get of like new books are in that kind of YA thing. If you go on the library website and look at new books, there's loads like, you know, adult fiction as well, but I just feel there's so many more YA books. And it could be that they're part of the college. There's like, well, university there, the Essex University. So it could be that maybe because they know there's lots of students in the area, they're getting more YA books. I don't know. But we just get the books like brand new, like Bit of Thorn and The Switch Off and Becky Albertelli. They've literally just come out. Like, it's not like they're old. They literally come out in the last week, and sometimes the library get them earlier. So it's worth getting them out. But obviously, with my other books that I own that I need to read, and these, it's just a bit overwhelming. And I shouldn't really get any more library books out until I've kind of got up to date. I know that. I'm not silly. Well, I am silly because I still get more out. But I don't know, like, I go in the library or I look on the website and see what's new, and I'm like, oh, you know, they've got this, and it's completely free to use the library service. And actually, in actual fact, it's good to use your local library services because it keeps the libraries going, and it, also I think the authors get a little sort of percentage out of like the money every time you rent out a book of that author. I think they get like a little tiny bit of it or something. I'm sure I've read that before. So anyway, that's that. Right. I am going to have a sandwich because I'm a bit hungry and a drink. And then I'm going to literally have a good old reading session. Here we come. So when I get back up, I'll film what page I'm on now. And then I'll do like an update when the reading session is finished. I'm planning on doing like an hour reading session, then having like a little break and not looking at the book. And then kind of getting back on it for maybe another hour. Nathan is obviously in our bedroom. He was watching TV, but he's got his game on now on his laptop. So he's playing a game on his laptop. Bless him, he's got the sound muted when I read. So he's very kind. Because I don't know about you, but like if there's music and talking in a show or game, it really puts me off reading. Like I have to have quiet time. Sometimes I put like, if he wants sound on or something, like I'll put earphones in. I'm not completely evil and selfish, but other times he's quite happy to just not have the sound on if he's playing a certain game and I can just read in quiet. So yeah, that's the plan. Nice bit of reading. And yeah, so many books, too little time. Right, okay, so it is 3:20. I'm just about to start my reading session. That's my bookmark, by the way. Pretty cool, kind of gothic vibes. So I'm just going to see what page I'm on so we can kind of keep track. Page 72. So would you mind setting me a little challenge,
yes,
please?
I'll set you a challenge.
So in an hour
72.
I'm on page 72. I like doing little challenges.
125.
Okay, is that doable, do you reckon?
Yes, easy.
Cool. So there we go. I have the challenge set. It's a little kind of, I don't know, reading sprint challenge page that I can read. Okay, so let the challenge begin and I'll update you in an hour to see if I did complete my challenge or maybe I got further. We will see. Right, so a bit of an update for you. I'm now on page 121. I did it. Did my little challenge. Actually, a page over.
Page over.
Are you proud of me?
Very proud.
Thank you. So I'm just going to go downstairs and just, I don't know, chill for a little bit and get a cup of tea. And then I'm going to come back and challenge part 2. Next session of reading shall begin. But obviously I need a little break from the book. Really enjoying it. Honestly, it's so good. I really recommend this book. It's better than I thought it'd be. I love the characters and the drama and the magic. Everything is just fantastic. So, yes, I will carry on with my reading in a bit. Right, okay, so back again. More reading. Got a bit of chocolate as well because I'm naughty. So, yeah, currently on 121. I'm going to do another hour session.
121.
So, what is the challenge, my love?
180.
180?
Yep.
Okay. A bit of chocolate.
No, I'm okay. But
I've been eating it, but...
yeah, well, I'm alright for that then.
Oh, sorry, 180, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Right, an hour's time. What's the time now, do you know? Roughly.
20 to 6.
26. Okay, so 27.
Yes.
Right. The challenge is on. Okay, so here in front of me is not a book, it's actually Lego. This is Raiders of the Lost Ark, who of course is Indiana Jones, and it's a massive box. It's huge. Set number 77015. So yeah, Nathan is going to be doing his Lego tonight. This is going to take him 3 hours, 2 hours, we don't know. It's quite a big set, probably the biggest set.
It is the biggest
that you've had. But the good thing is, while he's nice and quiet and relaxed doing his Lego, I can read in quiet and peace, and it's lovely. So I'll leave you to your Lego. Enjoy. And I'm going to go and sit on the sofa.
Thank you.
With my book. Alright, so the time is now 9:15. I'm going to end the vlog now. Because as I just said, Nathan's over there doing his Lego. And I am literally going to read. Once again, a lot of praise for this book. I'm really enjoying it. It's so much better than I thought it was going to be, I have to say. I mean, I thought it was going to be good, but it's really good. It's really good. So I'm up to chapter 14, which is page 173. I don't know if I'm going to get it done tonight. I'm going to give it a good go. I mean, it's early and we're having a late night tonight, so it's the weekend. We tend to stay up till like 3 in the morning. Well, he stays up till 3 in the morning. I fall asleep on the sofa because I'm old and I get tired. Where are you going?
We're going to the garden.
Okay. But yeah, so I'm going to end the vlog now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it's not been different. You know, I've literally just focused on reading, but I like doing these sometimes. Just reading vlogs. But I will be back soon, of course, with normal spend a day with me vlogs if you prefer those. But hopefully, you know, fellow bookworms would have enjoyed it. Please click like, thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, and check out Minxlaw123 ASMR, my other channel, and all my social media links down below as well. Come and follow me. Oh, and I have a Goodreads and a throw-in wish list if you care to spoil me or treat me. All right, everyone, take care. Happy reading. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.